Welcome back to the Who Care Podcast. Welcome back to the Who Care Podcast. Who Care Podcast. Who Care Podcast. Welcome back to the Who Cares Podcast. It's Lynden
and Payton.
and today we have things to talk about, and you have things to listen to.
Exactly, yeah.
How'd you like my music notes? My music core.
I was not expecting that. That's 2 episodes in a row. You've hit me with something I didn't expect in the intro. Well played,
But was
sir.
it good though?
I've heard better.
Well, yeah, I wasn't trying. I wasn't gonna before hit my starting note.
Just opera sing the intro.
Yeah, man. We'll start off with some. Next time I'll have a full. You know what? Next time I'll have a full song written just for the intro. I will.
I'm intrigued. I want to hear this.
Yeah. You want it like a folklore type song, or do you want what do you want? Like rock, pop?
Oh, I don't know.
You want a Who Cares rap?
Oh God. Yes. Who cares rap?
Just imagine it's that one Christian song where it's like Jesus Christ is my.
Oh my.
Who Cares podcast is my.
Oh Lord.
Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blank for that. Who Cares podcast is my friend.
Yes. We are your friends.
We are. So obviously you gotta get out of the way. What we drinking today?
I have a cotton candy bang.
Oh,
straight
dude,
from the freezer.
I have never seen you drink a cotton candy one before.
Not on the podcast.
They are amazing. I am drinking a peach sparkling water from Clear American.
Oh, nice.
Please continue.
But yeah, I've drank the cotton candy ones before. I just don't think I've had one on the podcast.
No, I haven't.
They are pretty good though.
Yeah, they are amazing, dude. I absolutely love the cotton candy. I think they're not as good as the Rainbow Unicorn, but they're a close second, mate.
Yeah, they're really good. They're one of the OG flavors. Like if people are talking about a bang, that's the one you can pretty safely assume that's one of the flavors that they know.
Yeah, everyone knows the cotton candy and the Rainbow Unicorn.
Yeah.
Then they have everyone knows the nasty blue raspberry one.
Yeah, honestly, blue raz isn't as bad as sour heads.
Both are bad.
The sour heads bang, and I'm sorry for this if you're listening, the people of Bang. The sour head is objectively the worst flavor and should just stop existing.
Like me, right?
Did you just say like you?
Yeah.
The podcast wouldn't exist without the other half of it.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to have each other, man.
Yeah.
To make this podcast a thing.
Yeah.
We love doing this podcast.
We do. It's a lot of fun.
It's a dream come true. And we've met so many good people through this podcast and who listen to the podcast.
We have.
Thank you everyone for joining the Discord, and we're hoping that maybe one day we'll actually get some stuff moving with that.
Yeah, that's the goal with it.
But we have to get some people in, start circulating some community.
Yeah. Invite your friends, let them know about us, invite them to the Discord.
And tell them, hey, these two guys, they're fucking hilarious. They release episodes almost weekly.
Yeah.
I mean,
just about weekly.
Just about weekly. I mean, sometimes it's a little past a week, but never over 2 weeks.
Yeah. At the beginning, it was a little rocky, but we've gotten the swing of things.
Whenever you start something for the first time, you always have a little bit of some leeway.
Yeah, but we've gotten into the swing of things, getting an episode out roughly every week.
Yeah.
There we go. We're almost to episode 20,
This is
aren't we?
19, yeah. So 20 episodes of autistic conversations.
Ramblings.
Yep. So I found my new favorite sport.
Okay.
There is a sport that is plunger medieval combat.
Like jousting with plungers.
No. So what it is it's a Renaissance fair like type thing, but instead of like swords and stuff like that, they use
Mhm.
plungers.
Sounds cool.
And they just beat the hell out of each other with plungers. And it
Based.
and it always ends up with like everyone always throws all of their plungers at somebody. I watched a whole ass YouTube video on it. It was hilarious.
After this episode, you're going to have to link me to that because I need to see this.
Like I've always wanted to do medieval combat. Like feeling like God is on your side whenever you are wearing a set of um
Plate
chainmail.
mail.
Yeah, you have a battle axe or a sword and shield. You feel unstoppable. You feel like you're back in Jerusalem.
We will take Jerusalem. Deus will, Deus will, Deus will.
Duns my gloss. Yeah, dude. I feel like whenever I put on a helmet, Sabaton just starts playing it.
Dude, Sabaton is so great.
Yeah, I've been listening. Actually, today was listening to their newest album. Have you seen it?
I might have, but I'm not sure. Is it the Great War, the second one that they did? Or?
No, this is it's the war to end all wars.
Yeah, I think that one is the second part of the Great War one because I think they did 2 World War One albums back to back.
The symphony to end all wars. It
Yeah,
came out in May, so I mean it's been out for some time.
yeah. I don't like keep on top of it. I just listen to the songs.
That's fair. I mean, all like that kind of music, I have to be in a certain mood for it, you know? Because
Yeah.
I can't just be, banging my head to um like their kind of music just
Oh,
anytime.
I love Sabaton. I love I believe they're called power metal is the genre. I love power metal in general.
Mhm.
And Sabaton is like a gateway drug to good power metal.
What do you mean? Sabaton is good.
I know they're good. I'm just saying, like, once you listen to Sabaton, you are opening yourself to a lot of other
I don't
really great power metal bands.
I don't know, mate. I liked the music obviously, but I just don't listen to it a lot. Like I
Yeah.
can't. And yeah, call me, dumb or whatever, because like I listen to rap and stuff like that. But I listen to like today, I listen to all kinds of music. Like today, I found a country version of Prince Ollie from Aladdin.
From
Yeah.
Aladdin? Oh,
Yeah, dude,
Lord.
and it was so good.
Hmm.
Uh it was a king like
I,
the version was like called like King Country or
yeah.
Prince Country.
Mhm.
And like one of the lines was like it was like Prince Country, like King of the Walmart. It was hilarious. The dude actually sounded like really good.
Yeah. There's a guy I saw on YouTube who took Sabaton songs but sang them as if they were Disney songs.
How does that work?
I'll have to show you. But he changed like how I'm not very musically literate,
Okay.
but like he kept the same lyrics and roughly the same like note structure, I guess. But the way he sang it, the style of it was closer to how like it is in like Disney movies.
Oh, okay. So he just, didn't basically he took the words and added a different tone to them.
Yeah, he like slowed it down a little bit and did it in the different tone.
Like, so I'm just trying to imagine a. Like a Sabaton song, but like Frozen. You know?
He did like I don't remember. I think the only ones I remember him doing, because it's been a couple weeks since I've listened to him, was he did Swedish Pagans and Primo Victoria.
Huh?
And
Was
from what I remember, they were really good.
I really liked. Because I've barely listened to Sabaton. You know, I've
Yeah.
barely even scratched their like discography and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
I love, like, I found out today that they actually have a entire album that's in Swedish,
Yes,
and
yes, they do.
I love Swedish music.
Yeah, I mean, it's because they're from Sweden.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but I
uh,
like I like listening to music that's in Swedish.
mhm. Yeah,
So I was pretty I was
I think it's Carolus
yeah.
Rex is one of their albums that they have in
Yeah,
completely in
that's the one
Swedish.
I listened to some songs off of it, and
Yeah.
I was having a lot of fun with it because some of my favorite music is Swedish music, and
Uh,
because
even in oh, god,
I was just gonna
go on.
continue with saying, like, Swedish rap
Mhm.
that's my favorite, and hearing whenever I hear Swedish and, like, the sound style it was, you're just it just brings me back to, like, Norse mythology.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is in Carolus Rex, even in the English version of it, they say the Lord's Prayer in Swedish in the
Oh,
song.
really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's really awesome.
I'm gonna have to check out I'm gonna have to check out the, thing, like, the English version of that.
Yeah, I can. If you remind me after the podcast, I'll send you some links to some
Oh, well, I
stuff.
have Spotify. I can just look it up.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
But,
Uh,
let's say, like, I started listening to that today, and I think I might check out some of their different music, hopefully whenever I, get into a feel of it, because that kind of music, I have to be in a certain mood for. Like,
yeah,
today, for some reason, I was listening to, it was an old, like, sailor song. It's called, like, "My Mother Told Me," and
yes, yes.
very good, and then once you listen to a once you listen to a, what's it called? Like, a sailor song? Shanty, yeah,
Shanty.
sea shanty. Once you listen to a sea shanty, you kinda just, like, after you haven't listened to them in a while, you kinda go down the hole.
Oh
I
yeah,
went from,
yeah.
like, from that song to, of course, Weatherman, and then a few others off of an album I like. And then that
Mhm.
went to me listening to, what's that one song? It's Yggdrasil. I
Oh, by Brothers of
Yes.
Metal.
And then
I love
yeah,
them.
and then I was listening to some of their other songs off of their album, Prophecy of Ragnarok. And
Yes.
then that and then that got me to Sabaton, and then I was listening to Sabaton's Swedish album, and then that got me listening to my Swedish rap songs that I like. Music's just an amazing journey of, like, a falling pit, because you listen to something, you can go a bunch different ways from it.
Yeah. Yeah. It really is. Like, I've discovered a lot of artists that I wouldn't have normally listened to by just kind of going like, okay, yeah, I like this song. Oh, it's recommending me this song. It's kind of similar. Okay, go to that. Find a new artist. Oh, yeah, they're really good.
I
And
I
then,
hate whenever you find a new artist and you listen to one song and you're like, "Oh my god, this song is awesome." And then you actually go and listen to them. and none of their songs are the same.
Are the
Yeah.
same.
You're like,
Yeah.
you found the one song that is like they tried something new and then they don't do that ever again.
That was me with the Dreadnoughts. Like, I still love the
I've never
Dreadnoughts,
heard of that.
but oh, the album I found them on was called Polka Never Dies, and it's a punk polka album. And the rest of their albums are great,
Mhm.
but they're not like that album.
Yeah.
And it kind of
I
disappointed
hate when
me.
there's a whole album that sounds different than the rest of the
Than their
yeah,
normal, yeah.
because
But sometimes they are really great artists. It's like, oh, this is what I found off this first album I listened to, and then it's just not the
yeah.
same.
And I mean, you have like how you're able to find like a different style of music, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'll be honest, like the music I listen to is, I listen to a lot of rap and
Hmm.
um, I'm trying to think. I listen to a lot of rap. I listen to country,
Hmm.
pop. I think it's just like the people I like know, you know? It's hard
Yeah.
to actually like categorize everything you listen to whenever you have to like go back and think about it.
Yeah. My taste in music is pretty narrow, I guess is the word you could use.
Well,
Like I listen to like different types of
yeah.
metal, which once you like really get into like different types of metal, you can go like, oh yeah, that's power metal, that's industrial metal, that's
Mhm.
thrash metal, and like the subgenres of metal. But I listen to metal, I listen to some punk, uh, and then I listen to a lot of polka. Love polka music.
Actually, I've never listened to polka in my life, I think.
I don't know if you'd like it. I'm sure you could appreciate it, but I don't know if it'd be like something you would
I mean,
enjoy,
I
if that
say
makes sense.
as someone who really likes, who has a lot of experience with music, I I can appreciate all kinds of music
Yeah.
because I listen to so much. But it's kind of like my day-to-day listen is so narrow, but my likes
Yeah.
are so broad. So I was looking because on Spotify there's a playlist that Spotify can make you called on repeat, to where the songs you listen to over and over and over, they'll keep them in a playlist so you can just keep on listening to them if you like them.
Yeah.
And I realized that Post Malone's new album came out a few weeks ago, and that's the only thing I've been
Mhm.
listening to because it's awesome. So like the
Yeah.
first 6 songs on this playlist are just Post Malone because that's what I've been listening to nonstop. But then, you ever heard of the Living Tombstone?
I
Yeah,
have heard of them.
he's the guy that made the Finds Phrase songs.
Yeah, he also made a My Little Pony song that goes harder than it
He has
should.
made a lot of songs for games.
Yeah.
But he's starting there. I don't know if it's a guy, it's a girl. I'm just gonna assume it's a guy. He's actually starting
Mhm.
to branch out into different music, I think.
Oh
Because
yeah.
there's 2 songs that he has just released. Well, not just released. His last song was back in 2017, I think. Hang on. I don't want to get this wrong. So, no. He's actually started making like not just um video game music. Uh
Mhm.
so he has like a Temporary Love with CG5, which I've never heard the
Okay.
song. Hit the Snooze. I have listened to this song. It's a female singing it. It's it's kind of like it's about
Mhm.
like, hit the snooze on life and stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
and then there's some weird ones like 01, like 01 Reloaded, In Sound Mind, which It's just they're all three different, like three really weird albums. Because he got really big on Five Nights at Freddy's on did an Among Us song.
Mogus.
Let's see. He did there's a lot of like he did like a Pokemon song. A song called I Don't Know What Sex Is. That's weird. There's a
Among Us
PUBG
player.
song. Like he made a lot of video game music. But
Yeah.
but like I think he's actually starting to really dive into regular music. And there's a song
Yeah.
that was in 2017 came out called My Ordinary Life. It's actually his biggest song with
Hmm.
252 million plays.
Oh
And
wow.
it's amazing. My brother showed it to me while we were on vacation in
Hmm.
Kentucky. And at first, like you hear the beat, like you hear the instrumental on the beat, and it's like a circus. Like it's like a carnival beat. Like you
Hmm.
hear it's like a really carnival style piano. You hear like some wacky noises in the
Yeah.
back, and um I was like if I would have played that on my own, I would have shut it off before the song even started. Because
Yeah.
the beat is not attractive at all. But then he brings it, and then like the
Hmm.
actual the beat comes in along with the instrumental, and it's like the way he I think he rap like it's kind of like a sing rap type thing, but it is just if you would if I could have never guessed that the way he performs on this instrumental is how he did it. It's amazing. Like
Okay.
I loved the song, and then like the verses are way different than the hook. The hook is a completely different sounding voice, and just the flow of the song is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
I'll link you it whenever we get done because it's
All right. Awesome.
like it took me like 20 minutes to learn all the words. But whenever I listen to a song and I really like it, I want to sing along to it. So
Yeah.
I had to learn the words before. I had to learn the words so I could sing along.
You know, what would be really
Uh,
cool for us to do. Like, each of us make a playlist, like of our top, like whatever we decide favorite songs, and then we post that to like the Twitter or whatever, just so like our viewers can get a feel of the kind of music that each of us likes.
hmm, and maybe
Just an idea.
I can post my Spotify profile on Twitter.
Yeah, I would offer to do that, but I don't know any of my Spotify information. If I lose my phone, I lose my Spotify account.
Probably need to figure that out. Yeah, because
Maybe. Or I'll just start a new Spotify
you
account.
premium broke
No. It's not that I'm broke,
or
I'm just cheap.
you,
Uh
Spotify Premium is one of the best things I've ever spent money on.
yeah, I'm fine with listening to an ad like every half.
I hate listening to ads unless there are ads.
I guess that's
Our
true,
ads, our
but
ads are the
I don't
best
mind.
ads because we make money
They are the best ads.
off of you
Exactly.
listening to our ads. Thank you, viewers. You are giving me money by just listening.
Exactly.
Money that is gonna go
Uh,
towards very unholy things like a proper studio headset. We start from the bottom,
uh,
but we'll get up eventually.
yeah. But while we're on the topic of music, do you ever have like those very particular songs that if they ever come on, you're like, okay, I have to go back and listen to it again every time?
Trying to think. There's so many songs that come to mind. Whenever I think of that, I'm trying to find like a specific example.
Yeah. Because I know I have a few songs myself. It's like, like, because I use YouTube a
Yeah.
lot for my music. And it's like every time like certain songs come on, it's like, okay, I listened to it once, but I have to listen to it again. Just because it's so good.
Probably oh, I know. What's the song called? It's For You Love by Tech Nine with Marley Young, I think.
Okay.
What's his name?
One of the ones for me that is an every time one is Oak and Ash and Thorn by Longest
Oaken, Ash, and
Johns.
Thorn.
Oak and
Oh,
Ash and Thorn. Yeah. That's one of the ones that like every time it comes on my YouTube, like I just have to be like, okay, yeah, I have to listen to it.
understandable. I mean, it's so nice having songs that, like, you have to rewind it. I mean, like,
Right.
personally, like recently, that the Living Tombstone song I was talking about, My Ordinary Life, that was
Yeah.
on repeat for, I think, 6 hours. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean,
Oh wow.
because whenever I listen to a song that I really like, I try to break down the instrumental and the beat, and then I try to take apart the rhyme schemes and melody and harmony, and try to figure out the rhythm. I listen to a song too much,
Yeah.
but
I get
I'm
you though.
so fascinated with music that I love diving deep into songs, because there's been songs I listened to for 2 years that I find something. Literally,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I love Eminem. Eminem is amazing.
Hmm.
But the other day, um, I was listening to a song off of his Kamikaze album, and
Hmm.
like he said a line that I just now figured out. Uh
Okay.
oh, he's like, um, oh, hang on, I'm trying to think. It's like I have to go through my mind before I can actually say it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
I get you. I get you.
Uh, See, and that's so hard because now I'm trying. Now I'm like, I know I said it. I blanked. But basically, it's like, oh, it's to go against me is simply insane. You will die. That's why they call me kamikaze. It's plain suicide. And it
Yeah.
and
Oh, I can
and
see a few
it
things
broke
in that.
me. Me To go against me is simply insane. You will die. He's like, hey, come up
Hmm.
against me. If you come at me, I'll kill you. That's why they call me
Hmm.
kamikaze. It's plain suicide. It's
Hmm.
plain coming up against me. It's plain suicide. Kamikaze, plain suicide. He's calling himself a plane because he'll kill himself to kill you, dude. It broke me.
Yeah.
Like, and I've been
That's
listening to that
clever.
song for like 3 years now.
Yeah. There's a reason why Eminem is like really known for his like what is
Yeah,
it,
and he
lyricism? Is
pisses
that
me
the word?
off. Yeah, because
Oh
of
yeah?
how lyrical he is. Um,
Yeah.
there was a new song with like he did a song with Snoop Dogg like a week ago, and
Okay.
like I don't understand how he thinks of things, because he's talking about how Snoop Dogg has these huge blunts that make him walk around like a zombie,
Mhm.
and the blunts. And he refers to Snoop Dogg as Hulk because the blunts be as big as his arm be.
Wow.
It pisses me off, dude. I get so mad because because whenever I go to write music, I gotta think about my stuff. I swear, this man just is able to sit down and write something like that in 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's partly because of his history with music. Like, he if the movie 8 Mile is anything to go by, which I think it's semi
Yeah.
autobiographical. I think he grew up a
Well, he
lot
grew
with
up in
rap battles.
the Detroit
That's how
area
he.
with with battle rapping.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense that he's so good at it because that's like the what's the word? The environment he grew up in. Like, that's the environment where he
Yeah,
learned his
but
craft.
God, man, I just want to be able to listen to a song and not, you know, have no,
Have your
yeah,
brain
like not
blown.
have my brain blown, but like how he words every single sentence. I mean, it's fascinating because
Yeah,
I do not I don't understand how he's able to do that.
I don't
'Cause
either, but
'cause I
I'm
mean, like
glad.
I've written songs in the past, and I've thought of some like clever things. It's like, oh, that's pretty clever, but it's every single song with him. Like, how many times can he like bend a word and do something like with it? You know?
Yeah. Insert the Jesse from Breaking Bad. He can't keep getting away with this meme.
I mean, it makes you wonder. It makes you like look at the English language in a whole different way. I
Yeah, it
mean,
really does. And I'm not a big fan of rap myself, but Eminem is one of the ones I can really
I
sink
mean,
my teeth
I'm not gonna
into.
lie. I'm a huge fan of rap, but
Yeah,
I mean, that's because even though I get like frustrated with how like lyricists like make music, I am so intrigued by it because
mm,
I love whenever people bend a word because you
yeah,
you make like a word, you take a word and you break down its meaning to mean something else, but you're still using the word. It's it's
yeah,
fantastic. Really. I just I love um I love seeing how artists continue to do this because a lot of rap nowadays is very like just vibe heavy, Rap like
yeah,
today, like you see a lot of people just try to make something just for like, people to vibe out to. You don't see a lot of like lyric heavy songs. So it's always
yeah,
nice to see um someone do something like that,
yeah. Which I think that's part of the reason why I like him compared
Yeah.
to a lot of other rappers. Because I like songs that I can hear the words and pick
Well,
the
I
words
mean,
apart.
the man raps at like Mach 1, so have fun hearing the words.
Yeah, which that just gives excuse me. That just gives me even more like reason to listen to it and go, "Oh, here's
Yeah,
that
I
word I
get
didn't
mad
get
whenever he
before."
starts rapping fast because I know that I know that I'm gonna have to learn to rap that, like just by
Mhm.
out of spite.
Remember whenever people were like they had like YouTube videos that were like slowed down rap god on how to
Yeah,
like rap what he was
I would use
saying?
those. Like
Yeah. Uh and like people would like either slow down or speed up the video to get it like where they could do it at his speed.
I honest to God, dude, I used that video to learn Rap God.
Yeah. I had a cousin who did, and he was like one day he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to try it on double speed."
I
Couldn't
I was
fucking do
able to
it.
do Godzilla with with Juice World on, I think it was 1.25, but
Yeah.
that hurt. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like the being able to rap that fast is amazing, and be
It
so
really
clear
is.
with
Yeah.
it.
Because, yeah, anyone can, mumble and kind of sound like they're making some words, but whenever you can clearly pick out each one and it's at that speed,
Okay,
that's
but
impressive.
how do you feel about how like corny he is on the times?
Sometimes I
I
think
mean,
it's great. Like, yeah, sometimes I don't like it, but then there's other times where it's like, that's corny, but it adds to it.
sometimes he's like sometimes he's funny, and he like he has like a funny bar, or like he just does something that makes you laugh, or it's like, oh, okay, that's a classic bar, etc., etc. But then there's like some where like
Yeah.
it feels like he wasn't even trying. And I think
Yeah.
Eminem has a really bad tendency right now to mix a lot of music he makes with with both sides. So he has some original bars that I've never heard of, and then there's some that it's just like it's like really like whenever COVID happened, he was like pumping out COVID bars left and right. You know,
Yeah.
like I remember his music to be murdered by side B. I think it had like 7 COVID lines.
Yeah.
I mean, stop. You need to stop beating like Eminem is the king of like taking a pun or taking wordplay and beating it to the ground. I mean,
Yes.
can anyone else do it like him? I don't think so. I mean, not to his level. But there's a
No.
lot of really good artists like him too. And I mean, people and rappers nowadays are, they're starting to, be more lyrical, which is good. I mean, I
Yeah,
like
which
songs that have meaning. I don't like songs
exactly,
that
yeah.
I can't hear a single word they're saying, and it's just like, you know, because they're not talking about anything.
Yeah. Now, I will say, like, instrumentals, that's a different story. But if the song has lyrics, I want
Yes,
to
and
know
I
what the
like to
lyrics are
know,
saying.
like, I mean, I like it to like, mean something. Try to get like
Yeah.
whatever agenda you're trying to get across in the song. That's what makes the song awesome.
Yeah.
Because you can tell a story, you can portray emotion, you can try to be funny, you can try to be, like wordplay, all this stuff you can do. But and some artists are just like, you know, just say like I fucked your bitch all times. But
Yeah.
no,
And that's, I don't like that
he's
just
like
because it's
I
like,
fucked your bitch. I fucked your bitch. Like it's just the beat comes in, you're just like,
yeah.
okay, yeah. I mean, I guess the beat's good, the instrumental's good, but how many times are you gonna fuck a bitch? You know, um,
Right.
how many times are you gonna say, I have lots of money, I have the drip, I have a gun on me, I'm from the, some
Y-
side, and I got shooters, all my ops. I mean, be creative,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Um, be like
I
Jack
completely
Harlow.
agree.
I'm a bitch bagger, not a Twitch streamer. That's that's a bar. Actually, get do something with what you got.
Yeah.
One artist I really like that does it portrays it like he has Kendrick Lamar. He's one of I know
Okay.
you probably have never heard of him.
I've heard
Yeah,
of
well
him, but I've never listened to his
he is
stuff.
highly praised. He is amazing artist, and he just released
Okay.
his latest album. Oh, what was it? I'm looking it up right now. It was Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and that was released 5 years after his last album, and then because he went on a 5 year hiatus, and then came out with this album, and it was perfectly
Yeah.
crafted. It had stories. It had amazing instrumentals. And that's what that's what an album's supposed to be. Like if you look
Mhm.
at that album, that's what a rap album is supposed to be. Hip hop. And
Yeah.
he's like the big dog. He's K Dot. He actually was at
Mhm.
what was he at? I think he was at some kind of fashion show. I think it was either it was something with Gucci, Louis Vuitton. He appeared at a Louis Vuitton
Okay.
um showcase and performed songs from his album, but he had on his head a $3 million crown of thorns. Yeah,
That's cool. I mean, the price isn't. Ooh, that's ooh. But
hang
the
on,
symbolism of that is really cool.
I'll send you a photo of it because it's and
Okay.
like the way he
Okay.
was dressed. I never. I sent it. Oops, I accidentally sent it to Craig, our recorder.
Oh,
Yeah, he says
there you
that
go,
he cannot
Craig Butt.
respond. But
I cannot respond. See,
yeah,
that
like
looks
each
really
one of those
cool.
is like diamond studded, which is
Yeah.
awesome. I forget how many carats of
Yeah.
that is. But I don't even know how much money you have to make to be able to afford a $3 million crown.
Yeah, I'm not
Tiffany
sure, but it's
Tiffany and
a
Co.
lot.
created this diamond. I don't know what Tiffany and Co. is.
Oh. Yeah, that's like a really famous like diamond company. Like diamonds and jewelry and all that. Uh yeah, I wonder like what
I'm looking at it.
the carats of that is like.
It has 50 thorn shapes, yet it's over 8,000 diamonds in it. There's actually a
8,000
YouTube video
diamonds?
you can watch behind the design of Kendrick Lamar's crown. They actually have drawings of his
Okay.
head and stuff.
That might be something I'll check out on my own
And
personal time because
apparently
that actually is
on the
really
crown
interesting to
it
me.
says Mr. Morale. How many
Oh, that's
carats
cool.
is it?
That is.
I'm trying to figure that out.
You'd have to find out like how many carats each diamond is, because that's how it's measured.
137 carat crown.
Uh,
I mean,
wow.
that is insane. But
Yeah,
it
that
shows you on
is.
how big of an artist he is. I ain't gonna lie, album's good. I enjoyed the album quite a bit. He
Yeah.
has that lyricism style of Eminem, but he tells a lot of good stories
Mhm.
in it. Like I know one story is about like either like I'm gonna get this wrong. It's either a cross dresser or a transgender person in his life. I think it's like his uncle or something. And no matter how you think about that, it is a
Mhm.
very moving story. And like it's you sitting there and you're hearing the story go by, and it's a work of art. The entire album is a work of art. But it shows you on how like
Mhm.
dedicated he is to his craft because it took 5 years for him to release that album.
Yeah. That's something I like with albums where like the album
The
tells a
whole album
story.
is telling a story.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I really like with albums. Like whenever if you listen to it, you can understand what's going on. There is a story, there's a narrative behind it. But that's because I'm a huge, literature fan. I love stories, I love storytelling. So that's why I like
Actually
that one.
going uh so hang on. Um so I looked up like what was the meaning behind his like new album, you know? And it's apparently Rolling Stone has this article on why his album is the most controversial work. And it says Kendrick Lamar takes aim at his own image and dives into the darker sides of his psychic. Um Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I am not your savior. He raps while almost compulsively revealing his sexual history, a bout with a writer's block, with relationship troubles, and more. It's, it's a moving.
Okay. So it's even more than just a story. That is like him
Well,
laying himself bare
I
too, which
think
is
if I'm
also
right,
really
he's
awesome.
been like titled at I think he's been like labeled as like the savior of hip hop or something like that.
That would be like another
Well, I think that's
layer of
what he means. I'm
symbolism.
not your
That's
savior.
really awesome.
'Cause I think a lot of people like really
Yeah.
wanted him to push out this album, and he's like, "Why are you all like calling to me? Like, why are you all worshiping me? I'm not your savior. I'm not." Because I mean, whenever you
Yeah.
become someone
Yeah.
that big, you have a god. You obtain a god complex through your followers. Oh, no one can be better than him. That's
Yeah.
basically a god. You're saying that no one can be. You're saying that something can be nothing can be better than something. That's technically a god then. It
Yeah. Yeah. I
so,
I
you know,
can
he's
see
saying,
the
"I'm
yeah.
not your god. I'm not your savior." And he, you know,
Yeah.
through the songs, he shreds him like he strips himself layer by layer. It's just it's an amazing album. I'll have to send you it
Mhm.
too, because I think that you would like some of the
Okay.
stories in it.
Yeah.
But I think it's time to talk about the big thing that's going on right now. The Boys.
Okay. Yes, the
Boys on
boys.
Amazon. For all of you who haven't watched The Boys ever, go on Amazon. It's free on
Go
Amazon.
do it.
Go watch it.
Yeah, if you don't have an Amazon
If you
Prime
don't have an
account,
Amazon
honestly,
Prime
it's worth
account,
it to get it
email the
anyway.
podcast
And if
and Peyton will send you his.
no, I fucking won't.
It's
That's
in his
that's a
contract.
lie. It's not. What contract? I have not
I
written
did it for you, man.
anything.
It's cool.
Hey yo,
It's under the lines of you don't get paid for this, you never will.
but
Um, if yes,
and I have to
and
give out my
if you ever
Amazon
try to like
account.
file like a suit, like a lawsuit against me, I take 100% ownership of like your life. You're basically my work slave for this.
Yeah,
Yep. No, it's legal now,
based.
so I gotta make do.
Anyway, but yeah, The Boys is honestly, in my opinion, one of the best TV shows that's come out in like the last 10
100%, dude.
years.
My cat is looking through the window and scaring the hell out of me. No,
Airbag cat.
whenever I record, I lock him out, and he's sitting there meowing at me. It's like that retarded kid in the corner. If you just don't look at him, he won't acknowledge you.
I mean, I guess I know what you're meaning.
But I know I agree with you. There's never this is by far the best usage of superhero concept we've ever seen so far. Because it's realistic.
Yeah, it is. I really
Everyone's
like, the.
everyone's a douchebag.
Yeah, it is more
Superheroes in
realistic.
real life would be horrible people.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
most of the time, yeah. And then, like, with the fact they're all managed by a
Yeah, it would.
corporation,
They'd
that would also
profit
happen.
off of superheroes just like the company in the show did.
Yeah. So that's one of the things I love about The Boys. I also love how it's just completely irreverent. Like, it will push those boundaries. It will do things that you're like, yeah, you
Yeah.
shouldn't have this on a show. Or we'll push the boundaries of, oh, a superhero would do that. But in both the comics and the show, that's how it is. And the comics, I've only read a little bit of them, but they're even good themselves. They're different than the show, but they still have
Yeah,
like that same feel to
I was
it.
talking to my
Almost.
mom about it, and I was like, because I asked my mom if she watched it, and she went, "No, it's basically a porno," and I was like, "Yeah, it honestly, kind of is." Most,
There's some parts where there are, but honestly, like that's
yeah,
part of the story.
but like Hero-gasm,
Oh, Hero-gasm. That's we can't spoil too much because there
spoilers.
might be people who want to watch
No,
the show, but
spoiler alert. Yeah, spoiler
yeah,
alert. Because
spoilers
I think
from
we're
here
gonna
on
be
out.
talking about episodes, and the season finale of season 3 is getting ready to come out.
Yeah, it comes out
So
tomorrow at the time of
I want
recording.
to talk about like what you think is gonna happen. Yeah,
Oh, you what
because
I think's
I
gonna
have my
happen?
theories. And I've talked to some other
Uh,
people that have their own theories, and my theories aren't lining up with
mhm.
what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah. Honestly, with the reveal that
You can
happened
say it.
last episode, I know we said spoiler alert, but
Screw
I
'em.
don't want to
Screw 'em.
say it like
Screw 'em.
like it's
The Soldier Boy saying
yeah
that
with
yeah, that
he's Homelander's
changed.
dad. Like I I honestly feel like that's not 100% true. I think that they told him that maybe a plant from Bot or something told him that because they knew he was going to be gunning for that because he had contact with
I don't
Butcher.
know, mate. I feel like the story sounds right for Soldier Boy's character, and it makes sense. I mean that they set a timeline
It
up.
does.
We can we can see, we can tell that the aging lines up and all that stuff.
Yeah, that is true. Another thing, I don't think that this season is going to finish without Soldier Boy and
See,
Homelander like one of them dying. And honestly, I think it'll probably be Soldier Boy.
I think they're both going to live, and there's going to be a big fight, and something's going to happen like it always does, where they don't die.
Yeah.
You know, they should. It's fine because they need more seasons.
Yeah, it's going to be like what happens with Stormfront. From seasons 2 to 3.
You know, she took an L.
But
she deserved it.
She
Nazi
did.
bitch.
But
we don't support Nazis here.
But from in the comics,
I can remember you telling me that.
Yeah, Stormfront was a dude in the comics. And I saw a thing today on like how in the movie in the show she gets like jumped at the end of season 2 by Starlight, Queen Maid, and Kimiko.
I was up out of my bed, like throwing my fist in the air for that. That was amazing.
Yeah. In the comics, Stormfront gets jumped a completely different way.
What do you mean?
And it's honestly kind of funny. So it's not those three versus Stormfront, it's Billy Butcher. And Stormfront likes talking about how the Germans were beating the English, and then Billy Butcher says something along the lines of, yeah, and then the Americans came, and then Mother's Milk shows up. He's like, we also had the French, and then Frenchie shows up, and then they're like, oh, and then there were the lads who raided Berlin, and then there's a hero called Love Sausage.
Pretty gay name.
He only he shows up in Hero Gasm.
Oh,
he's the one with the penis. Who is Russian. It's like, and then there's the lads who raided Berlin, and then Love Sausage shows up, and then all of them beat the shit out of Stormfront.
The hero name is Love Sausage. That's god awful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But so in the show, it's like a real girl power scene, girls get it done, and then I love it too. But in the comics, it's a World War II joke.
I prefer the World War II joke.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, in the comics, Billy Butcher is so much more of a badass.
I might need to read the comics.
But he's more in the books. Or in the comics.
You think I'd like it?
Oh yeah, you do. You do. I think you would with some parts of it. There's so much different in the comics.
I'd get mad that things didn't act like
I don't
they're supposed to?
Probably. There's so much I want to tell you about the comics, but I don't want to spoil
stuff like that changing. I'm gonna have to,
Yeah. I won't tell you more than this, but Black Noir's origin story completely different.
I love that he is literally just having
he is not in the comics.
Schizophrenic episode. While
yeah, it's because the blast in from Nicaragua fried half of his brain.
I love the fact that he's just so scared.
Yeah, he is
Soldier Boy. Which I mean, honestly, who wouldn't be?
It's honestly I prefer the show to the comics when it comes to Black Noir.
Now I actually can't wait to listen to go read the comics. Because now I actually want to see what's all different,
right? There's a lot that is, but it's I highly recommend it from what I have seen of it. I want to actually get, like, either physical copies or find like a download of them somewhere where I can read more of it just from the bits and pieces I've seen and put together.
So you haven't even like read them all.
But that is something I want to do. Yeah, I haven't read them all. I know what I've seen. So there's a lot that I don't know about, but from what I do know, there's a lot of differences.
You've got me intrigued now. As soon as I'm gonna have to look and see if I can find physical copies on like Amazon. Is there like a total?
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head.
Like,
I can
want, like,
look up real quick how many issues there are. Yeah.
Why would I want to read? Why would I want to read like start a comic and then not have like the entire thing?
Yeah. There is one. It looks like there's 4 volumes, maybe.
4 volumes.
I'm trying to figure it out. Oh nope, 6. Yeah, because they're compendiums, so like they put a bunch of them into a bunch of books.
6?
There's 72 issues total. Apparently there's 15 books. Yeah. There's a lot. I'm on Amazon right now, and you can get the first book for about $5, the second for about $7.50, third for about $7.50. So it looks like they're running about between $5 and $7.50 for each
It's not bad at all,
book in the series. Oh, one's about 8. Yeah, honestly, that's like, if you finish like one every 2 weeks, you spend $8 from your paycheck to get the next.
What I'm gonna do, because I get the next
volume in the series.
Buy the first book.
Yeah, do it. Or if you want to read an ebook of it, you can get all the volumes on an ebook, not the physical copy. You can get the whole thing for $92.36. Yeah. Let's see. The Boys comic book ran for 72 issues. Yeah. So that makes sense. Excuse me. That makes sense that it's. Oh, excuse me. That makes sense that it's 15 volumes.
Huh.
I think. Hold on. Maybe less. It looks like there's actually only 12, but then there's one that's like a not sequel series, but like a short runoff series. 12 years after the events of it. And then there's one where it's a script book. So it's like like whenever they were creating it.
What I'm hearing is
that's a pre-order, so it's not even out yet.
I am looking forward to this show being like 12 seasons long.
Honestly, I could see it going for 6, maybe 7. Because they've blown through a lot of it. Like, a lot of the stuff that they're going to have to do, they're either going to have to make new stuff up, or
Stormfront
really
came out of
slow
nowhere.
down.
So they're not amateurs when it comes to throwing new characters and throwing stuff.
Yeah. I sent you a link to the Amazon page.
You think I'm gonna wait? I'm gonna order it now.
But But Stormfront didn't come out of
No, I'm
nowhere. I mean,
saying she
he
came out
was
of
in the
nowhere in the
comics.
show.
Yeah, in the show, yeah. In the comics, she was actually part of Payback. Well, in the comics it's a he, but yeah, was a part
Yeah,
of the same team Soldier Boy was
in
a
the
part of.
series, she was too. Liberty.
Was she?
Yeah, Liberty was a part of
was.
Payback.
I'll have to rewatch it because I might have
Then
missed that.
she changed her identity to
Okay.
Stormfront because she can't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that must have just been something I missed then.
Oh, what the heck? She went through like her Nazi ties, and then she went to Payback after the fall of World War II, and then that broke, and she she hid for a while. Oh, I mean, gives you an excuse to go back and watch it. Bitch.
Yeah, it does. One hero I'm really excited to see how they tackle if they decide to in the show is Tech Knight. Yeah, Tech Knight. He's like their Iron Man equivalent. He doesn't actually have any powers. It's just a suit.
Okay.
I want to see if they tackle him at all. I know they've mentioned him in the show.
I'm gonna get your hopes up, man, but they all have Compound V, the temp stuff, and Homelander is alive. I mean, I'm gonna whenever I read the comics, I'll be introduced and all that stuff, so that's cool. But personally, an Iron Man hero in this universe does not seem like it's gonna live for very long.
Oh no, probably not. But I do want to see like what they're going to do with him because he wasn't like super big in the comics, but he was.
Like, he comes out as wait, is he for Vought? Oh.
Yeah, he was with Vought. He was part of Payback. He was part of Payback in
Payback. So that
in the
explains
comics.
it. Let's say because like a new hero in that time, an Iron Man hero in that universe would not go well. Oh, your only thing is you. You are like Iron Man. Oh, you shoot lasers and stuff. Yeah, you die. You get ripped apart.
Honestly, I'm not going to spoil it, but how he dies in the comics is hilarious. Yeah,
I feel like the only person that he would have
kind of funny.
I like the only person he could probably kill would be Mesmer and a Lighthouse.
Fuck Mesmer.
Tech Knight, he gets those two superheroes easy. Yeah. I mean, you can't
easy
fire a suit of armor.
Yeah, I feel like he could also pretty easily take down Gunpowder. But then again, I feel like most of the other suits could take down Gunpowder.
Or racist Gunpowder. Yeah.
We're talking the Gunpowder that Butcher fought.
Adult Gunpowder. Yeah. Tech Knight has Gunpowder too. I'm hoping for the season finale, Black Noir. It does something. I want to see Black Noir be the shine, be the starlight. Oh, he will.
Yeah. Honestly,
I bet he dies.
I wonder if Black Noir is going to die soon
in the series finale. Yeah, season finale.
Season finale.
He will die.
Yeah.
But I bet he dies.
I firmly believe he will. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
because
I could see
he
that.
got pissed that
Oh,
Noir just
oh,
left
that
him.
could be interesting. Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
that could actually
that
that could lead to
scene of
something really interesting, actually.
Homelander's like, it's Soldier Boy, and he goes, "I'm glad to have you, Nor." And he looks at him, turns around, goes to the elevator, removes his chip, and runs.
Yep. But what I'm thinking is, if Homelander kills Black Noir, that could make Soldier Boy really pissed at Homelander because that was, he wanted to get revenge on him.
Maybe that's how it happens.
That could lead to a fight.
I do not see
Maybe
them having this final, this season finale without Homelander and Soldier Boy fighting. Let's be honest.
I mean, yeah, they had the fight with him,
Homelander
Butcher, and Huey.
Get beat up.
But
He did. He got wiped.
oh yeah, if he would, yeah, if he wouldn't
If
have
he did not use
fucked
his
off, he would
laser
die.
eyes to bounce up and go and leave, he would have died. There's no doubt in my mind. Whenever everyone was like, "Oh,
Homelander,
he didn't lose. He didn't get beat up." Dude. Yeah. Like,
he lost and he retreated.
It was awesome. Like, he was getting wiped by Butcher and Soldier Boy.
It was so funny whenever he used his lasers on Butcher, and Butcher was basic.
Like,
he didn't actually say it, but he was basically like, "My turn."
Oi, cunt. and then they're fighting, and then Huey just shows up naked.
And something I absolutely love. I love the Temp V, like the idea of it.
Well, it's starting to turn Butcher's
of course,
brain
I don't think it's gonna kill him. Yeah, starting to, but again, I don't think it's gonna kill him. I feel like that would just, as the plot, I don't think that would go very well. Like, I do think it's awesome that they have it in as a viable threat, but they're already renewed for a season 4, and if Butcher and Huey are both dead, that's the show.
Honestly, I don't think
Huey's the main character.
Die, I think it is Soldier Boy and Nor. I think Homelander has to live.
Yeah. Those I can see.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yep,
he does.
And I'm thinking
once Homelander dies, then Butcher has no more motivation.
Frenchie, Kimiko, maybe one of them die. I'm saying I could see it.
I don't think so.
Butcher,
maybe, but
Homelander, those three are not dying.
And Homelander. No, those three are the show.
100%.
Those are the three most important characters.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, yeah, it'd be harder to have the show without the rest, the supporting characters. But those three, it focuses on their story. Yeah.
Oh,
honestly, I love the power they gave Huey.
I said
the teleportation.
I said this when I first saw it.
It fits
to a
him
friend
so
of mine.
great.
I said, I love that they did not give him something that is not Huey. Being able to teleport.
Yeah.
But you
it's
him naked when
running
you do
away
it, that's hilarious. That's Huey, 100%. Butcher's powers?
Yeah.
Exactly. No, the thing is...
Yeah, it is.
What do you think MM would have gotten? Like, it just It doesn't like I can't
Oh,
see
I don't
anything
know.
for him.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, super strength, but every suit gets
So
that.
you're thinking like a
Maybe even more super strength? I don't know.
oh, what's that metal guy from Deadpool? Yeah, I think like a Colossus type would be really cool.
Colossus, I think. That would be, but I also feel like it might like play on
Maybe
his
he'll
OCD, like
get
maybe some kind of mental
powers.
power.
I
But
hope so because I gotta admit, whenever he didn't take Temp
maybe,
V, I
maybe.
was kind of pissed.
Uh,
I was mad. I was like, dude, because I was home at the whole
wouldn't say
thing
pissed. I was
because
disappointed.
him and Starlight are being ridiculous. The only way they're going to do anything is if they fight fire with fire. You can't kill Homelander, and you can't take
Exactly. I
down
mean, like,
Vought
how else are you
the
supposed to
right way
kill
more.
Homelander?
Like it was ridiculous, and how many times they had the upper hand, and then it just didn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. And I understand MM
Soldier Boy
being,
killed
like,
my grandpa.
not wanting to work with Soldier Boy. I understand that. I mean, that would be like asking,
Oh,
excuse me, Butcher to
honestly,
work
I
with
think those two
Homelander.
are kind of even.
Uh,
You raped and took my wife
eh.
from me.
Uh,
I took your
oh,
son. I mean, that's
yeah.
okay.
Something else I just have to gush about real quick. I
Oh,
love
he's
how Butcher's
a weaker
powers
Homelander.
mirror
He can't
Homelander's.
fly.
They're they're the same powers. I mean, that we know of. I bet he can. He just hasn't.
Ryan, yeah.
Because whenever you're looking at his son, what was his
And he
son's name?
didn't
Ryan,
fly.
I think. They basically had to throw him off a roof, and he still fell. Yeah, and he still fell. But nothing like that's happened to Homelander, where he's been put into a stressful situation where that would have to happen. So I think Butcher might be able to fly and just hasn't figured it out yet. And honestly, he might not figure out how to do it well because it is Temp V, unless somehow his
I
powers
think
become
that them
permanent,
becoming
which wouldn't,
I think them
I don't
becoming
think would be
soups would be
great for the
awesome.
story. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it more, like that I said it out loud, them becoming like having superpowers permanently would be really cool because then you're
But
dealing
then
with that
you're
internal
then
struggle, like, oh, all soups are corrupt, we have to get rid of
mm-hmm.
them. But then they are soup. They are soup.
Exactly.
So that actually could make a really good internal struggle. It almost makes me
What?
that almost makes me wonder something with the Temp V. In all the clinical trials, it has killed its host. What if, with Butcher and Huey, they got a batch of it? Because, of course, they knew the old ones would kill their host, so they would probably tweak the formula. What if this new batch, after so many doses, makes their powers permanent?
We're going to find out.
That could be an interesting.
The season finale comes out in 8 hours. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to stay up.
About 8.5.
I have work tomorrow.
And I have a D&D game tonight, and I just drank a bang. So after my game, I'm going right to my TV and watching it
tomorrow after work. But tomorrow after work, we'll chat it up, mate.
Yeah, I will.
It's about that time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
okay. With it is. Before we head off though, I can already see if they do decide to do like, the Temp V becomes permanent, Butcher not taking any. and then like is cornered by like Homelander or something at the end, and like shoots lasers from his
my
eyes. It's like, wait a
so you're
minute,
saying that like
and then it's a cliffhanger for me.
okay. Well, Butcher all like, but they took more Temp V because whenever Starlight called
They
and
did
said
at
tell
the
Butcher
in
to
that
stop
episode.
taking Temp V, to tell Huey to stop taking it. That
Yeah, they took it then, but I'm sure the show's going to be
I don't know,
like
mate.
this episode's going to last longer than 24 in-universe hours.
It ended with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I do think I feel like there's going to be a cliffhanger where Butcher like somehow has like his powers despite not taking it for 24 hours.
No, I like it 100%.
That's something I would almost put
I'm
money.
with you.
Put money on.
No, that's I feel that 100%.
Yeah.
And I
where that's the
cannot wait
cliffhanger that
a
leaves
year.
this season on, is that Butcher's like, wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, it's
July.
it's supposed to be next season's supposed to be out July 2023.
Oh my god.
2023. Yep.
Well,
that's when the tentative date for it.
If you guys at home are waiting for it, just like we are, spend the time waiting for the boys by listening to our podcast. You can. We are just the boys podcast.
We have devolved into where we're just the boys podcast now.
Yep. And if you got
the boys podcast, yes.
Well,
we spent like an hour talking about the boys, roughly.
The boys podcast,
like half an hour-ish. I don't know.
Rate 5 stars on Spotify. Share with your friends. If you're listening on YouTube, subscribe, hit the like button. You can find us on Twitter at @whocares, at @who_cares_pod. You can find us on Ifunny, Who Cares Podcast. Buy Hint Water. Patrick, thanks for being a real one. Rockville,
shout out to Patrick.
You're awesome. And all of you. You guys are awesome.
Please sponsor.
Thanks for listening. Anything else, Payton?
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. I can't really think of anything else. Yeah.
I'm talking. Keep on talking, mate. Just
what?
Oh, I got it. Bye, guys.
Okay, yeah. I'll keep on talking. I would like to thank